Hey everybody, welcome back to Hannah L. Clark's Writing Gems, which have been kind of postponed for a long time. For those of you who are just joining, my name is Hannah L. Clark and I am the author of the previously self-published young adult fantasy adventure called Cobblegoth. I have been missing for the last 6 months, and I apologize for that, but I have a really good reason for doing that. Over the last 6 months, I have been submitting to publishers, and in October, Cobblegoth was picked up by a publisher, a professional publisher called Cedar Fort, and they will be publishing Cobblegoth under the new title of Uncovering Cobblegoth this May, on the 13th of May. So we are super excited about that, but that is why I've been missing, because I've been heavily involved in getting that ball rolling, and have been doing tons of revising, which is so exciting because I'm so much happier with the story, and it's just awesome. I'm really excited about that. So please forgive me, that is where I've been. So today I wanted to continue my writing gems because I finally finished up edits and have the time to do it. And today I wanted to talk about social media. Social media has been one of those things that I have a love-hate relationship with. I hate it because it takes time away from what I love, which is the actual writing stories. But I love it because it gives me an opportunity to connect with fans all over the world that I wouldn't be able to connect with in any other way, because of course I live here and they live everywhere else. So social media is a super powerful tool that we as authors who do so much of our work in isolation, that we have the opportunity to really reach out and get the word out about our work and connect with fans and all kinds of great stuff. So there are so many tools online, so many different social media outlets for us to access as writers. And so I'm just going to give you a few ideas of what I do, and you can, of course, I'm sure have tons of ideas of other things that I don't even know about that you can also use, and hopefully what I tell you today will spark interest or spark some ideas for you to use those other things. First of all, the very first social media outlet sort of a thing that I ever started was a writing blog. And I started that back in 2008, so it's been going on for quite a while, pretty much since pretty close to the beginning of my writing journey. I started writing Cobblegoth back in 2006, so this has been an 8-year journey for me. Lots of learning, lots of failures, and some successes and whatnot. So I pretty much my whole journey is on my blog. And that's what is so great about a blog, is it's a place for your readers to go and kind of connect with you on a day-to-day, like see what your life is like on a day-to-day basis, the struggles, the, your experiences, all the things that a writer has to go through, because, it's a tough journey, and it's one that you have to kind of be totally dedicated to in order to make it happen, because you can't be, you have to never give up. That's pretty much it. So a blog is a great place to kind of put all of your experiences on. And that's what I use mine for, as well as, talking about any new news about my book. Like, you'll be able to go on there and see pictures of me signing the contract with our new publisher, and the new cover of Uncovering Cobblegoth is up there, as well as, like, I do book reviews for other authors that I really admire. Those are other things that I do on my blog. The other social network that I use is Facebook. Facebook is where I, will just kind of the same thing as a blog, but much more concise. I'll just do little snippets here and there of what I'm doing, like just finished editing the manuscript for this book, or blah 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 blah. And it's fun for your fans to be able to follow you on there, because that's also where they get their news about when is a new book coming out, or when is the next blog post coming out, because I'll post the link to all of my new blog posts on Facebook as well. And that's a key thing to remember with social networking, is you want to make sure that your social media, all of the ones that you use, that it's possible to, that they're all connected to each other, so that anything you post on Facebook will also be posted on Pinterest, and so on. Or I'm sorry, not Pinterest, but Twitter. So that leads me to the next one, Twitter. That's another one that I use. And in the beginning, when Twitter first came out, I had no idea why I would need Twitter and Facebook. But here's the difference between the two of them. On Facebook, you talk to the people that you love and that love you about everything. On Twitter, you talk to people you don't know about one specific thing. So I'll talk to other people in the writing industry about writing, books, you know, the industry on Twitter. And on Facebook, I talk to all of my fans about just whatever's going on, kind of a thing. And I mean, you can do a little bit of both on both of those, but that's kind of how I was able to like separate the purpose of both of them. So I follow a bunch of people I don't know, but that I admire their work on Twitter, that I don't follow and that don't follow me on Facebook. So that's that. The other thing that I use a lot and that I love is Pinterest. Pinterest is like a writer's dream come true online. It's kind of like your world building Bible online. So what I do, how I use it for my fans is I'll make pages for or boards for each of my books. So right now I have a board called Inspiration for Kabbal-Goth, and I have just all these things that inspire different aspects of Kabbal-Goth on them. And I have one for my second book. I finished writing my second book, and so I have a board for that as well. That's a secret board right now, but when that book does come out, I will post it on Pinterest as well for, you know, fans and readers to go and be able to look at the kind of things that inspired me to write that story. And as a writer, I think that's fascinating. When I read books, I want to go and see, okay, what happened? What provoked this idea? And so that's kind of a fun thing for the mega fans. But it's also a great way for me as an author to be organized. When I'm researching online, that way I don't have to print it out and then like put it in my world building Bible right then. I can post it on Pinterest on a special board for those ideas, and then I can print it out and organize it in my writing world building Bible if that's what I want to do. The next thing that I'm in the process of getting more familiar with is Instagram. I love Instagram. Right now I only use it on a more personal basis for my friends and family, but when things start picking up with Uncovering Kabbal-Goth, as the events start happening, I'm going to open up a separate account for that fans can follow, and I can document these awesome things that are happening on that particular social media, which is fun because, you know, you pictures and everything, and of course you can connect Instagram to Facebook and Twitter, which is awesome, and also post it on your blog too. So you've got this way of connecting all these things and creating this little nugget of a network for you as an author that your fans can plug into, and they're connected to everything because you've already connected it all for them, which is awesome. So Instagram is awesome. I love it. The next thing is what I'm doing right now is YouTube. I use YouTube to help other authors who are where I just was. You know, they're just trying to figure out, how does this whole writing thing work? How do I even write a story? You know, those kind of things. So I use YouTube for that. And I also use it for my book trailers. But you can take it to another level. I mean, you can use it for when you have a launch party, you can document that through a video and post it online, and then your fans can plug into that. The fans that weren't able to be there can be there through YouTube. Also, you can do interviews. Have someone interview you about your writing process, ask you these questions, and then you can, you know, answer them and involve your readers in that kind of process. So there's tons of ideas. You can get as creative as you possibly want with YouTube. I love it. With actually all these venues, you can really get creative and use them for so many things. The last thing, of course, is having a website. I have an author's website, which is www.hannalclark.com, and on my website, it's kind of like the mother hub of all of my social networking. You can go to my website, and that's where you can find all of these other social media, my accounts on all these other social media. You can find my blog, you can find my Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, everything is on my blog. So that's kind of how I use social media as an author, and it's been effective. I mean, I've got a much bigger presence than I had back in 2011, that's for sure. But it's a huge tool, huge marketing tool, and also a really great way to connect with other, not just your fans, but with other people in the industry. So I hope that this is helpful. And if you have any questions, specific questions about social media, you can go ahead and post them in a comment below this video, and I will answer them if I can. If I can't, I'll try and find the answer for you. But feel free to ask, and feel free to go and visit any of my other social media places. And anyway, I hope this is helpful, and we will see you guys next time. Bye!